What is the Difficulty? The book by Shrutakirti Prabhu, who is Srila Prabhupada's longest serving personal servant. So I'm very privileged to be here with all of you today, and with your blessings, hopefully something beneficial can be said. And I'll just begin with some prayers to our spiritual master and all the Vaishnavas. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Pancha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyaiva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. So the first pastime we're going to read is from 21st February 1973 in New Zealand. There was one name that never brought a smile to Srila Prabhupada's face. That name was Mr. Nair. He was the Kamsa of ISKCON. He made the mistake of selling a piece of land in Juhu to Srila Prabhupada for a small down payment. Mr. Nair's scheme was that in the future Srila Prabhupada would not be able to pay the large balloon payment and would therefore lose possession of the land. Then Mr. Nair would resell the property as he had done previously several times. Mr. Nair did not realize with whom he was dealing. As soon as Srila Prabhupada took possession of the land, he had his disciples build a temple on the property, install deities, and instituted full deity worship. The history of the Juhu project is very long, and I do not know all of the details. But I do know that everyone was ready to give in to Mr. Nair's antics, except for his divine grace. Srila Prabhupada spent many days intensely chanting japa. He was determined to acquire this particular piece of land for their lordships, Sri Sri Radha Rasabihari. He worked to keep his disciples inspired to fight and not give up their efforts to acquire the property. Some disciples questioned why Srila Prabhupada was so attached to this property to the point of being offensive. One beautiful day in Auckland, during Srila Prabhupada's morning massage, things became very clear. I remember it as if it were yesterday. I was sitting on the floor behind Srila Prabhupada, vigorously massaging his back. Tushta Krishna Maharaj and Siddha Swarup Maharaj were also present. Tushta Krishna went to answer a phone call. He told me to go to the phone. I spoke with the caller briefly and ran back into the room. Srila Prabhupada, I said, that was Bali Mardan on the phone. He wanted to tell you that Mr. Nair is dead. Immediately, Srila Prabhupada clapped his hands in prayer-like fashion, and with a beaming smile he jubilantly exclaimed, "Oh, thank you, Krishna." Confused, I sat down behind his divine grace to massage his back. I was surprised how happy Srila Prabhupada was about someone dying. Normally it was a time of mourning. I had expected Srila Prabhupada to respond differently. I realized that I understood nothing about spiritual life or the pure devotee. I prayed that Krishna would kill him, he said. He has caused us so much difficulty. I was praying that Krishna would do something to this demon. He then quoted a Sanskrit sloka from Srimad Bhagavatam and translated it into English. Prahlad Maharaj said, "Even the sadhu becomes pleased when a snake or scorpion is killed," Srila Prabhupada explained. Mr. Nair was such a serpent. Therefore, it is very good. He read my mind and immediately corrected my bogus ideas. I felt great relief. Now armed with the proper sentiment, I asked, Srila Prabhupada, Krishna killed him? Does that mean he has achieved liberation? Srila Prabhupada laughed at my foolish question. No, he replied, Krishna did not kill him personally. That only applies when Krishna personally kills you. He was not such a great demon. Krishna did not come personally to kill him. As I continued to massage him, Srila Prabhupada continued to clarify his attachment to the project. The deities were installed on the property, he said. Mr. Nair was making a great insult to Krishna that I could not tolerate. He was insulting Krishna. Krishna was there and he tried to kick Krishna off the land. We have money, we can buy property anywhere, but Krishna was there, Juhu. Therefore I was determined to have it for the Lord. Srila Prabhupada was silent for a few minutes. I remember when he came to visit me this last time in Mumbai, he continued. I knew then that Krishna was going to kill him. I noticed he was limping. Generally he was a very robust man, very strong. He was not at all ill, but on his last visit he was limping. Then I knew Krishna would kill him. Actually, Krishna has killed him. And Shrudikirti Prabhu ends by saying, My dear Srila Prabhupada, your determination to serve the Supreme Lord is transcendental. It is apparent why you were chosen by Lord Chaitanya to spread his glories to every town and village. You are fully qualified to be worshipped by all living entities on this planet for the next 10,000 years. I observed how you were resolute during the overwhelming difficulties connected with the Juhu project. You are fully surrendered to Krishna. Please bless me with the determination to fully surrender at your lotus feet. So, this is quite an interesting pastime. I know when I first heard about this incident, I was also a bit surprised by Srila Prabhupada's comment, like, thank you, Krishna, for killing this person. You know, like, you just heard someone has died and it's like, thank you, Krishna. But then Shrudikirti Prabhu was also confused, and then Srila Prabhupada could detect that, and he quoted that sloka from Srimad Bhagavatam where Prahlad Maharaj says that even a saint is pleased when a snake or scorpion is killed. So the devotee can be pleased when a demon is killed. There's nothing wrong with that. And Mr. Nair was definitely such a demon. I mean, not like a demon like Hiranyakashipu or, you know, the demons we hear about in the Bhagavatam, but he was definitely a modern day demon who was trying to illegally and force the devotees off the land and trying to cheat the Lord and the devotees. So it's only natural, actually, that when a devotee is put into some trouble and that trouble is removed, then the devotees will be happy with that, even if it is, in this incident, a killing of a demoniac person. And because even in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse 38, Krishna says, among all means of suppressing lawlessness, I am punishment. So there's nothing wrong with devotees being happy to see, you know, justice being carried out, that Krishna is punishing a certain living entity. Of course, we don't desire that, like we don't relish that, because the devotees are always forgiving. And like in Srimad Bhagavatam, there's some nice verses in Canto 9, Chapter 15, verses 39 and 40, where Jamadagni is saying, My dear son, we are all Brahmanas and have become worshipable for the people in general because of our quality of forgiveness. It is because of this quality that Lord Brahma, the supreme spiritual master of this universe, has achieved his post. The duty of a Brahman is to culture the quality of forgiveness, which is illuminating like the sun. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, is pleased with those who are forgiving. So we see that the devotees are forgiving, but yet they're also happy to see this demon punished. So is that a contradiction? And it's not at all a contradiction, actually. And I know Mahatma Prabhu, in his forgiveness workshop, he comments, sometimes people tell him, how can I forgive this person? They've done something so terrible. They've like committed a crime against me. They've beat me up. I can't forgive them. That would be like condoning their behavior. But then Mahatma Prabhu says that the forgiveness doesn't mean condoning wrong action. It just means letting go of the resentment. So, like, for example, someone beats you up, it's fine. If you can still forgive them, they still need to go to jail, go through the rehabilitation, they still need to get their punishment, but you don't need to hold on to that resentment. You can let go of it by forgiving them. So it's always nice to culture these qualities of forgiveness and understand that it's different from the concept of punishment, which still needs to happen. And also we see that Prabhupada gives his reason why he was so happy that Mr. Nair had died. He says, Mr. Nair was making a great insult to Krishna that I could not tolerate. He was insulting Krishna. Krishna was there and he tried to kick Krishna off the land. So we can see that it's not that Srila Prabhupada for himself had a vendetta against Mr. Nair. He couldn't tolerate Mr. Nair's